Hey everybody, it's Chris here, and welcome to another Redstone 101 video. Now today, we are going to be going over all of this. This episode is going to be about timing. So let's first begin with a goal for the episode. I thought it would be a good idea to hide my diamonds, a huge load of diamonds in there. But I think I got the door wrong, because it just keeps flashing on and off. So let's look through all this stuff to see what I did. Trying to sprint and fly at the same time. It's not working for me. All right. So to begin with, let's show you a little bit about redstone repeaters, which are the basis of most timing mechanisms. So do you see that? It kind of went in a wave when I hit that button. All of these repeaters, they'll have a delay when they'll have a delay when they receive current. It'll take an extra amount of time depending on what it's set on. You can have 4 settings to register that change. Usually it's well, when you set it down, it's set on 1 tick, and you'll see here that's pretty damn fast. I'm not even sure if I have the frame rate set to on Fraps set high enough to register that well. But let's set these all to the second thing, or the second setting, which is 2 ticks. That only went half as fast. If we set it to 3, third as fast as the original, and set them to 4 hiccups. 4 times as slow as the original. So this is a good intro to timing, because it'll show you how long a tick is. That's the shortest amount of time you can have for redstone in Minecraft, unless you use all sorts of hacks or glitches or bugs or just whatever you want to call them. I don't like them. So let's look at how long the ticks are on some common mechanisms. First of all, let's start with the button. That's how long that is. How long is that in ticks? Well, first of all, it's 1 second. A tick is 1/10 of a second, so that's 10 ticks. So 1 Mississippi. See? 1 second. 10 ticks. What about an inverter? Well, I actually have 2 inverters here, so you can see the change easier. And I have a repeater here set to 2 ticks, and you'll notice that the output from the inverters and this repeater turn on at the same time. Now this is on 2 ticks. It goes through 2 inverters. I don't know. It goes through 2 inverters, and so 2 inverters, 2 ticks. That's 1 tick per inverter. An inverter takes 1 tick. That is good to know. Believe me, that frustrated me to begin with. Now, how about an AND gate? Well, it's basically a set of, well, 3 inverters, I guess, but 2 of these are kind of the same. So to register an input, it will take 2 ticks to go through those 2 inverters. Now, sometimes this will be off, and it won't do anything when I hit this button. But you know what I mean. So now that we have all these basics, so you can like physically see it so much better when I do that. So now that we got the basics of timing, let's look at some techniques for making clocks, or timers that go around in circles. Herpaderp. Duh. This is the old 5 clock. This is what people used back in 1.2 until repeaters were added in 1.3, I believe. Repeaters may have been added long before 1.3, and I'm just being an idiot. But I started playing in 1.3. Repeaters were there. Been watching some Let's Plays of 1.2. Repeaters weren't there. So that's my theory. And this just I'm not sure how many ticks this is. I never bothered to look. But this is what people started making as soon as 1.3, I guess, came out. These kind of clocks that go around in circles. I also haven't measured how long this is, but I guess it would be... Yeah, I guess it would be 12 ticks, because I got 6 repeaters set on 2 ticks each. Now, how about this? What the hell is this? Well, this is a relatively advanced idea for a clock. You have a minecart going around in a circle, and it will hit that and turn it on when it passes by this detector. Nifty idea, huh? This allows you to make much larger clocks in a much smaller space. How about this? Well, that's for slower clocks. This is the fastest clock that exists. And it's really hard to start. I'm not going to restart it for you. I'm sorry. It's difficult and annoying, but what you gotta do is... First you gotta place a redstone torch right here, and then you really quickly have to destroy and replace that redstone right there. Or any of them, really. Except the repeaters. This is just another smaller clock. As you can see, the redstone will... It doesn't need to have a wire facing it for the wire to accept that current. So this is a nice, compact, relatively slowish clock. Now, what if you want to alter currents? The length of currents. Well, we've already seen this in my last video. This, when you turn it on, will create a pulse that lasts for infinity. End of story. This, however, is my version of a pulse lengthener. Pulse extender. I don't know the correct terminology for it, but what it does is when you hit that button, it makes that last much longer than it normally would. So you can see it stays on for far longer than 1 second. And the way it does this is it has these repeaters and this redstone that the repeaters push into. And then these repeaters, which are completely necessary, by the way, they don't change anything on the timing, but they are completely necessary, will put the current into this wire. And basically, it'll stay on for as long as the wave of current takes to go through all of these. And right now, I have that double button, or 10 ticks. Or, no, I've added 10 ticks to it with a 4, 4, and a 2. 10. I'm so good at counting. This is a pulse limiter. This one is sometimes more useful and sometimes just frustrating. I have this one set to 11 ticks, I believe, and this set to 3. So when I turn on this button, oh yeah, and they lead into an AND gate. So these will clearly not be on at the same time. At all. This will turn off, I don't know. It'll take 11 ticks to go through here. It'll take 3 ticks to go through here. That's all I care about. I honestly haven't measured any of my own stuff. But they won't be on at the same time, as you'll see when I hit this button. And then they go into an AND gate, and they cut this pulse down to, I believe I have it set to 1 tick, so let's hit this button. And you'll see it just flashed really quick there. And then you can set these repeaters, so this is longer, and it'll match up better, and you'll have a longer signal. But the AND gate just registers when these are matching up. And the more difference you have, the shorter the tick will be, or the shorter the pulse will be. Now, let's look at this crazy door, which I thought I wired wrong, but maybe it'll protect from mobs or something. Well, down here I have that clock from way back over there. I'm just going around in circles. And up here, I have a pulse limiter, so it will stay on for too long. So, I'm running out of time if I really want this to be a short video, so please do rate, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to send me ideas for my next video. Check out my channel for older videos, but until next time, bye.